Hello, folks. Welcome to more Overwatch right here for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup Challenge. JT displays for you folks here on this very warm July night as we are winding down the regular season before we kick off officially into the playoffs, which I believe that will start in just about a week from now. We got the 18th, so that's about 7 days away, give or take. I'm not the best mathematician there, but I think that's close enough to 7. I think for everyone's, everyone kind of agree it's about 7 there, so probably same time, same place here on this Tuesday. But, of course, this is the Corporate Esports Cup Overwatch. We got Populous on a homestand taking on the Neubs firstly, and then they'll be taking on GoogleFiber to round out the stream there. So these homestands, the way they work as they have throughout the season, when they have a homestand, that means they get to be featured on both games of the week today. So they will be playing both games. The other teams, they just play one, but that's fine. With 3 teams, it kind of goes pretty quickly there. And this is a best of 3 each time. So you just got to win 2 maps to win the entire match. And certainly the 2 teams that start us off tonight, the Neubs and Populous, are the top 2 in our standings, as the Neubs are coming in here with a perfect 8-0 there, and Populous in a very manageable 4-4. So it's batting 500 there. We'll see if they're able to increase that win condition here, that win percentage, or if they will in fact maybe drop one. I mean, I know certainly GoogleFiber itching to have a chance to maybe get something tonight. This could be a night for them, as it does seem like it does appear that the team of Populous is without their captain tonight, so that could be dramatic on their chances of remaining perfect against GoogleFiber to round it out tonight. And we will see here as we take a look, waiting for them to pull me in. While we're waiting for them, we got a perfect time to kind of give you guys a little bit more of a shout out for our corporate sponsors for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. It's all presented by GoogleFiber, of course. That is the presenting sponsor there. Using it right now. That's how I'm casting it into your devices, into your homes, into your lives. It's all possible because of GoogleFiber. And of course, we have to thank Populous. They are on the homestand, but they're also sponsoring it as well. Sporting Kansas City here as well. Park University, shout out to them for helping to bring you this. Forvis as well, and the Kansas City Esports Coalition, that's us, we're putting it on here. And it's all powered by KC Game On. So shout out to the folks over in KC Game On there. Nick, Gmoot, they're all making incredible strides to make sure that this runs as smoothly as possible here for you folks. So it would not be possible without them. We've had a great summer of fun in Overwatch, and it is a little sad to see the regular season drawing to close here. But, you know, sometimes that do be how the cookie crumble. And we just have one more week, this week, tonight, to put into the record books there before we get into the playoffs. Playoffs will start next week, like I said, on the 18th. And we'll see here who will be on top. I think that it's barring some, you know, magical forces at work there, you know, Doctor Strange and all them, if barring something very magical happening, I think the Neubs will be locking up that #1 spot there, with Populous coming in at the 2nd spot, as we are waiting now for everybody to kind of get in here. Certainly the Neubs, they are hoping to maintain supremacy, as they have currently come in here undefeated, so this is the last chance for them to take a knock before the playoffs there. But if they are able to hold out and stay perfect throughout the regular season, I think they have a very strong position heading into the playoffs. Meanwhile, for Populous, you know, like I said, this is a bit of a strange week for them, where they are missing some key contributors. So they are gonna have to wait for, you know, some fill-ins to maybe step up there, and we don't know how that will work out. But I know that always having your starting group together tends to be the way that you know, most teams find success typically there. But you know, who knows? You know, it could go either way. I'm not gonna say it's, you know, we're gonna keep I keep the cards close to my vest because I don't know. Nobody knows yet. We haven't played the game yet. And you know, we will just see what comes up for that, folks. But let me tell you, since we are still missing the entire other team here, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we will get this first game underway between Populous and the Neubs right here on esportkc.org, twitch.tv/. Don't go anywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we are back in, folks, on Esperanza, a push map here, as we see once again the push bot lying and waiting, ready for the opportunity to shine here. We're just kind of looking around here, seeing who will come out on top here. As we have Populous on the blue side there, GoogleFiber on the red side. It'll be a battle between these two as they will be looking to find out just what they can do in this first map of game number 1. Gonna see Neubs, Jedi Haggard, Stone Cold, iRobot, Happy Rock, and Cocoa Puff. Meanwhile, we got Death's Twin, Orange Man, and Story Sleuth with the DiMaggios rounding them out there on the side of Populous. As both will start racing to the objective here. Waiting for it to unlock. As we get right in here, the tank's taking some heavy damage. There's Death's Twin, but stays alive currently in this early skirmish. Trying to keep this Orisa off the objective there. Taking a lot of damage there, gotta be careful. But still swinging that hammer. Does go down as Story Sleuth's able to take him out. Happy Rock. But Stone Cold's doing a lot of work here, as is Cocoa Puff, who's done able to get that team kill early on here. And Cocoa Puff, she's able to get in here and do some work, securing those kills early on here and looking for more as she becomes the advanced guard for the Neubs. See Orange Man trying to keep Death's Twin alive on that Reinhardt right now. Jedi Haggard just kind of pecking at him there with the pistol of that Mercy. You don't see a Mercy just going full damage so early in a game there. Usually it's an act of desperation, but Jedi Haggard feeling very confident with it there. Somehow survives the ult, but finally does go down. Orisa with the big ult there for iRobot. And the Neubs are marching towards the second and final point as they avoid Death's Twin ult there. That's huge for them. Orisa, iRobot doing a lot here. It's the ult here from Orange Man on the Moira. Trying to stay alive here, but Orisa is so strong. And Story Sleuth is going to go down here as Orisa just on fire practically. Not quite. But here comes the Riptire there, not finding much of a target as everybody kind of already went down beforehand. Meanwhile, there is the pushbot just unimpeded in its quest to find the goal. See Stone Cold just doing a massive job escorting it there. Lucio with its ult there, as they are finally able to put a halt to that bot there temporarily, as now the ult comes out from the soldier there. Stone Cold laying down the hammer, gets a triple kill out of it, and that will secure map number 1 as the Neubs take a convincing lead in this battle. As look at Orisa with the play of the game. Got a lot of work there from iRobot to really decimate the back line of Populous here. As the Neubs take game number 1 there. And we'll see exactly where they decide to send us, Populous, for game number 2, for map number 2, excuse me. As that's going to be kind of like the big question there, you know, where after a push map there, you know, they've got kind of like the whole playbook at hand. Looks like it will be Lijiang Tower, however. So we will see how Populous is able to respond here as Lijiang Tower does take 2 control points to fully win this one out here. So this one can be a really good map here.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective. Score 0-1. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round two. Capture the objective.
As we head in here. Ryan onto the objective there. You see the Reinhardt putting a lot of damage in. The early scrum is always one of my favorites here. As Dad's Twin putting in some work there with the Orisa. But the Mei able to kill someone there. And that will equal a quick capture here for the Neubs. I check to see the hallways here where a lot of this action will be going on as they look to try to defend this here. On board here with Orange Man as Zenyatta tries to put in some damage there, but quickly taken out. iRobot been so clutch with these shots right now. But the Lucio able to get onto the point there, trying to, and does flip the point sneakily. Good job there by the Lucio to flip the point, even if it was temporary. Support on support battle there, and Cocoa Puff dominates there on the Ana. And a double clutch ult there from the Mei and the Reinhardt. So we'll see if we can follow. See what the Genji can do here. The Genji and the Lucio there, straight to the point. In fact, using the ult there. Trying to keep the point alive here and contest it for as long as they possibly can. And drawing almost the entire team, finally draws the entire team. And that will be game, set, match. As the Neubs will take this in a sweep here on the first match of the night. Let's take a look at that play of the game. They're probably from the iRobot there on the Mei. No, it's going to be Stone Cold as the Reinhardt. Let's see just what he did there. So it was that play that we just saw earlier. The hammer down and the Mei with the Blizzard, taking out so many, participating in 4 kills that time. Absolutely insane play of the game type stuff there from iRobot. And again, the Neubs, they stay undefeated here throughout the regular season of Overwatch. So that will mean they are punching their ticket as the #1 seed into the double elimination playoff bracket there. So again, folks, double elimination playoff bracket just means that we are likely, maybe don't check here, that we are going to have potentially, with them getting a first round bye, it's possible that we will start off with a Populous versus GoogleFiber, which is a precursor to the playoffs that start next week, folks. So do not go anywhere. When we come back, we will have GoogleFiber in here to take on Populous, and that'll be coming up right after this.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Folks, we are back as we're starting to get loaded up in here for our next match of the homestand. Populous, once again, to recap, took a 2-0 defeat to the reigning undefeateds. That's what I'm calling them right now because they are currently just undefeated. It is the Neubs, and they are entering in with that bye into the playoffs there. Meanwhile, Populous, they are going to be facing off against GoogleFiber now on the screen there. So we have a little bit of a substitution here as Jarsh checks into the game here for Populous. Meanwhile, for GoogleFiber, we've got Falcor, LL7878, Mystic Cryoger, or Cryogene. I always think it's Mystic Kyogre, but no, it's Mystic Cryogene. And Psy the Guy 95. As we are about to get underway here for them. Looks like we're going to be starting off on New Queen Street. We love a New Queen Street there. Toronto. I don't think I've been there yet. Which, you know, I think that kind of tracks, right? Because like we're here, very hot day here, and Toronto, it's going to be snowy on this map here. So it's like a little bit, you know, everyone likes the little snow cones, and think about ice cream. You know, just think about ice cream in the hot July summer days. That's all you got to think about. Just think about ice cream. As we are about to get into this match here, once again, I do want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to put this on for you folks here. Of course, that is Populous, who are on their homestand, Sporting KC, Park University, Forvis, and the Kansas City Esports Coalition. That is us. Alongside the GoogleFiber, they are the presenting sponsors, all powered by KC Game On as well. As we get into this second map here. Oh, hold on. It looks like we're having connection, potentially. We might have another connector here. So I know that we are having some issues with the Overwatch servers at this time. I know that they're currently doing some maintenance. I think that it is starting to, you know, smooth itself out there. But I know that when I loaded in, Overwatch said, "Hey, by the way, we're having issues with servers. So if you're having issues, you know, just log out and try back in." So sometimes that does happen, folks. And all you gotta do, you just gotta, you know, jump out, log out. You know, sometimes kill the entire Blizzard app there. Jump back in. You know, listen, I do IT on my day job, so it's I've got some experience in this. But we will see if we get underway here. Of course, it is updating, yep, so that makes sense. Was a big update here. It is Patch Tuesday after all. Make sure you run your Windows updates on your Tuesdays there, because listen, you never know when there might be a vulnerability that is trying to sneak in, and that's how you keep yourself and your companies safe and secure. And this is the Corporate Esports Cup, so we're going to tell you, hey, you know, make sure keep your company devices safe and secure. Just run Windows updates unless otherwise specified by your company's system admin team. If they specify don't to, then, you know, listen to them, because they know your organization better than I do. But as a general rule of thumb, running Windows updates are totally safe and effective ways of keeping your device from being completely vulnerable. So, you know, just run updates once a week, or, you know, restart once a week, or, you know, because rebooting your machine, a little bit different from shutting down the machine in Windows 10. I don't know why Windows changed that, but it is a thing. So shut it down every night, reboot it at least once a week here, and you know, again, just things to keep your device healthier and happier for a little bit while longer. So yeah, it seems like we are gonna have ourselves a battle on our hands here. We are waiting on that update though, as we don't want to necessarily. I mean, these games go by pretty quickly here, and I can keep talking. I mean, you know, we got what we got coming up here. Obviously, we got the LAN that is going to be happening at the Esports Center. Let me see if I can have that pulled up here. But you know, we got the LAN that will be the live final, the grand finals of the Overwatch competition, along with the Mario Kart competition, along with the Rocket League competition. So there is a lot of competition that's going to be happening at the live finals. as we are going to hoping to see all of you there. We do enjoy seeing, you know, everybody coming out, celebrating, enjoying, just getting to watch other people playing games. So we'll see if yeah, we'll see if we can get those updates done. Obviously, maybe they're on GoogleFiber, maybe not. You know, it's not available everywhere in Kansas City. I understand, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. You know, in the greater metropolitan area. You know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for that. You know, trust me, it definitely impacts when I look at where I'm going to be moving to next. Whenever I'm looking at what apartments to get to. So one second, they're actually asking me a question here. So we are probably, we might have a substitution there. So yeah, it looks like we'll have a late substitution here. So once we get that squared away, folks, we'll get you guys underway here and ready to look forward to our first match of the night. Of the night between GoogleFiber and Populous. Almost got me there. Almost got there. It's first match of the night. No, man. Listen. It's after work. The brain has completely shut down at times, and so we're like slowly rebuilding it back up here, folks. But we're ready to go here. It is going to be New Queen Street in Canada. The Torontos. The snowiness. As we get underway here on this push map here. Through the tunnel, through the looking glass. At the train depot. There's a little guy there, right there. Just there he is, just waiting for to do his job. As you can see, Canadians now relying on Omnics to do their hockey for them, since they can't win a Stanley Cup with the Toronto Blue Maple Leafs anyways, with regular humans.
5, 4, 3, 2.
If you're a hockey fan, you get that joke.
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Let's head over to the home team. Death's Twin, Jarsh there on the Moira. Story Sleuth on the Ash. And Orange Man over here on the Junkrat as they get on this battle here for the robot. Mystic Kryoji on the Orisa, being pushed off his bot here, but staying alive here as Psy, the guy 95, trying to put in some damage long range, doing their best not to stay in the air for too long. It's an interesting tactic there for the Pharah. What a hook there by Death's Twin. Able to take out Falcor with it there. And you see, Lucio will be a very popular choice here. Especially since With so much ground to cover there, you kind of want to get to the objective as quickly as possible. Orisa with the ult. LL7878 working on that Roadhog to finally take him down, and now you see that GoogleFiber is able to get control of the bot and start pushing their own way. Now the Riptire. Will it find somebody? Does get two with that Riptire. A great Riptire by Orange Man to help put a damper on the push there. Now Roadhog has an ult. Will he use it? There is the ult. And he gets taken out there. Now Jarsh trying to bide time here as Falcor, or at least the Boostios. And now it is Populous who have regained control of the robot after a strong push there by GoogleFiber. That was a long push there. Got them within striking distance, 46 meters to 54 meters. Nice counter there from Ashe to take out Pharah on their ult.
They took the robot. We need to attack.
Again, Death's Twin absolutely on fire. As the pusher robot needed to stretch out there before getting on with the job at hand. As he stays alive here. See LL7878 getting in there to try to halt that pusher bot's progression right now. A big ult there from the Lucio. And the Orisa ult ultimately gets countered because of it there. But GoogleFiber now able to make a strong push here, as they're able to briefly gain control of the robot there and halt his momentum. As Orisa goes down though, Pharah having a hard time holding them back, as they are hugging that robot now as they want to try to get back onto this point here. Now they're going to start coming out in 2s and 3s here. You got to be careful about not getting split up with your party. With your team members, you want to stay close together, and that is exactly what we are seeing from Populous here. As Riptire comes, is able to get Falcor from the back there. A big ult here from Jarsh is going to help as well. And just to add on top to it, Death's Twin trying to do everything he can to try to push them out. But LL7878 staying on the objective there, trying to contest it right now. Goes down though. Now there's an opportunity to kind of stall out these respawns here, not allowing them to fight at full strength. Is a smart move here by Populous as they enter the end game here, or near it at least. Big ult there from Orisa.
Stop their barricade.
And as we sit on board with Orange Man, as they try to clutch out this game, big kill onto Falcor there. And that should just about do it. They are still so close though. Still made it out right in front. And the advantage goes in favor of GoogleFiber, as Orange Man now has to retreat and get stalled out. GoogleFiber trying to move forward here, but it's going to be tough for them. They've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, and this is going to be the battle underneath the bridge here. Their job is to try to move that objective point as much as they can. Stay near the robot there. They don't care too much about this fight here. They just want to get close, and now this is where the fight, whereas protracted before, will begin in earnest. There's so much ult percentage coming out from Death's Twin there, and they're able to flip that robot. So the team fight going in favor of Populous. Only 2 minutes left now as this robot starts running up this hill, and Falcor starts getting hooked by Death's Twin, who has just been lethal with that hook there. Does manage to take him out though, and is working to try to take out more. Story Sleuth trying to avoid the Orisa here, and is taken out there by Mystic Cryogy. And so with the minute and 20 on the clock here, desperation maneuvering from GoogleFiber. They have to stay on this robot and allow it to continue to push. They can't allow their opponents from getting too close to it. A smart move there from LL7878, trying to find, and is able to find, got a double kill there. So now, are we going to find a big ult? No, it's going to get taken out there by Orange Man on the Junkrat. A huge stop there. As Jarsh tries to secure it out here for Populous. And in the final 10 seconds here, Falcor has to stay alive here to try to keep this robot contested here. Now the ult by LL7878 there, trying to zone him off, and you can kind of see this battle here. But here comes Death's Twin, and he's got the ult there. This could be a big game-changing ult right now, just pushing everybody off that robot. Says, this is my robot. But no, the Orisa doing a really good job staying centered. And now the ult, not able to find anybody with it. That ult did get nerfed a little bit there. We'll see here how long they stand. As you see, this is battle after battle. And finally, Populous take the victory here on map number 1. What a huge battle that was. So LL7878 getting that play in the game though. Despite losing the battle, they do get the POG. The POTG. Oh my, oh my. GoogleFiber came to play here tonight, and they took Populous to their limit in that final battle. Populous emerged victorious here, but now we will see what happens on the second map of the night, as it looks like we're going to substitution here on the GoogleFiber side, and they will get Mikey in here, and that could be spell trouble for Populous, I'm sure. Big question there, where they're going to go. I think that it will be possibly Hollywood, unless they decide something else, but should be fun here. I mean, certainly didn't expect to see that battle just keep on going on and on here, and that was really fun for me. But it will in fact be Hollywood, so let's get right into it here, folks, and find ourselves headed to the objective. Okay, now we're there. We're gonna go back and try to find the defenders. They're out here somewhere.
Ready for battle.
And a little too far. Will be Populous to start out on defense first. I do like this combo of... I'm really digging this team concept here coming out from Populous
Attackers incoming.
as they get underway here. The Reinhardt, the Torbjorn, and the Brigida. Three of my favorite champions. Why? Because, I mean, they're fun to play. They are very fun to play. And I'm a big fan of their shields and turrets just doing work. Well, turret did do work here. So let's head right into the battle here. See what Orange Man can see. Just getting right into the fray here. As GoogleFiber tries to jump here onto the objective and quickly takes the first objective.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Let's see, Mystic Cryo-G. So good on tanks here. Choosing to go with... Ooh, big hit. Danger, 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 danger. As Death's Twin was looking to try to find somebody on the Reinhardt. Not able to get it, though. As the Brigida goes down there. Dory Sleuth here on the Ash. Gets absolutely yeeted into space. Aside the guy. And Mikey. Everybody on that GoogleFiber side really pumped up. Here's LL7878 on fire. Just about the entire team on fire there. As they quickly move to the second objective here. So we'll see who will use the ults as they are coming out. The side of the guy able to take out Death's Twin there. Really good use of the ult there, as Death's Twin is so deadly on that Roadhog. That orange man. Not to be outdone. Taking out 2, excuse me. And that's a big ult there. Now Death's Twin. Usually so clutch on this Roadhog. Having to try to take it on 1v4 right now. Just pushing everybody off. The objective gets 1 kill, trying to get a 2nd kill there. Not quite there. And does get taken down for his efforts. As GoogleFiber keeps marching forward here. Wrong press of the buttons there, folks. Sorry about that. As we get the team kill, it will be GoogleFiber parking their car on a pig for round 1.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Let's get moving. I got papers to sign.
The VIP very concerned. Again, back on with this game. This GoogleFiber took round 1. Now they have the hard part. They have to defend here for round number 2. So will they be able to do it? That remains to be seen.
Ready for battle.
And there we go. Same car. It's kind of, oh man, look at that damage, that front fender there. Man, that's gotta be. Would hate to be like, honestly, like the insurance adjusters in the Overwatch world just have an incredible job with lots of difficulty. As we will wait to see what they do. The real question is waiting behind door number 2.
5, 4,
Ah.
3, 2.
Taking out all the popcorn.
Attackers incoming. Defend.
Oh, away we go, folks. Game, or round 2 of game 2. And we're on board with Death's Twin to kick it off here. And Death's Twin gets jumped out of that mech there. Taken out by the well-positioned Psy, the guy, 95. Says, this is my objective. You're going to have to come to me if you want it. As they kind of battle around this corner here. Jarsh trying to push forward here. As Death's Twin takes the more conventional approach here through the LA traffic jam. See, it is a very mirror matchup here with 2 divas, 2 soldiers here, and 2 Moiras. So 3 out of the 3 are mirror matchups here. 3 out of the 5 are mirror matchups on both sides. Kind of does speak a lot to the prowess of GoogleFiber right now, able to defend this point very strongly here. The Diva doing a lot of zoning work here and proving pretty effective so far. And he's able to take out the Diva as well. A team kill there for LL7878. They're on fire there. Not really wanting to change off the heroes they're already on. Immediate ult there from Falcor. Trying to keep his team alive here. Ooh, but takes out by the Diva ult. Big ult there by Death's Twin. Able to take out a few. And now they're looking to try to finally put butts in seats here and move the payload. And now the payload will finally start to move. We'll see if anybody decides to change heroes. Now that the first objective has been met by Populous, but they had to fight for it there, and now they've got 3 minutes on the clock here to try to move this payload to the second objective point. Mikey tries to make his way to the fight there, just zone him up. Really trying to delay them out here to the point. They don't really care about the objective itself, as long as they stop them before they get to the end of it. A lot of damage here from Mikey on the ult here, but most of it being mitigated there. Does find a double kill though. Boom, we got the Widowmaker now alongside the Ashe. A lot of long-term hurt, but that short range there is where they have their weaknesses. As the car starts rolling backwards. Got some big, long sight lines right now. Perfect for some sniping. Ooh, and 3 kills there for Death's Twin, taking out Mikey's side, the guy, and Falcor. Now, here comes the Soldier, trying to raise some havoc on the back line of the team there, while also staying alive here. Doing all right staying alive, but for how long can he last? 60 seconds gets taken out here. Now the objective is moving. You see GoogleFiber doing everything they can to try to stop the objective from getting any further. As the Orange Man switching to Cassidy there. Gets quickly taken out though. They do not care that he's a cowboy. On a cowboy set, they only care about one thing: making sure that car is only going backwards, if it's moving at all. Now Orange Man flanking here while everyone else moving the conventional direction there, trying to avoid being seen here. Trying to get in there, but the Lucio ult really hampers his effective damage output there, and it gets taken out by the Soldier of LL7878, and that means that GoogleFiber will send us to map number 3. Now let's see who gets that play of the game. Death's Twin, of course, that big ulti. How many did you get there? 4? responsible for a bunch of deaths in that one. And Death's Twin, absolutely effective for their team, but ultimately they're now facing map number 3. So now we will see what they're going to do. I suspect this is probably going to be a neutral objective position here. Big upset. Yeah, exactly. GoogleFiber could win a match here. And possibly avoid from going 0-8. That is what they're avoiding right now. See if they can avoid going completely defeated throughout the regular season there. So this is a chance for GoogleFiber to gain some momentum heading into the playoffs. This is a pivotal moment for them here, where they've slowly started getting better and better each and every week here. And here is an opportunity. If they can pull it off, they might be able to start thinking about, hey, win stack. Let me tell you, you get one win, then you get more wins. And then you get orb. 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 Gotta do it every time. Just live in the orb. Orb. Alright. That's enough orb talk for now. We're not wizards. Ooh, big hook there from Death's Twin to quickly take out Mikey. Heading into this one here. Ah, the Brigidas both going down on both sides there. As we got the Booper Doopers. Mr. Kyogre able to take out Death's Twin there. And GoogleFiber on fire to start this one off here as they take control of the objective. As they wait for their opponents to arrive. Not quite finding their shots there. Now under duress a little bit here. And gets taken out. Death's Twin. The one-man wrecking crew. Waiting for their team. Once again, GoogleFiber just happy to sit on this, not wanting to chase those kills. They're in a very defensible position here and able to take out another kill here. Now, with the ult, gets the triple kill. And LL 78-78 did a really good job there to keep their team in a very comfortable position right now. Could this be the final push here as we approach 90%? One hook there for Death's Twin. Takes out the Lucio. He also gets booped off there. And now, a big ult from Orisa. Takes out two. Well, one sport took out the other sport. But, nevertheless, those stairs are becoming a death trap, as they are not able to get past him there, thanks in large part due to LL 78-78. And the first round of this map here will go to GoogleFiber on map number 3. GoogleFiber lying in wait. How does Populous respond here? They are looking to avoid dipping below 500. They come out with a Ramatra early. So we'll see what they do with him, as Ramatra can be quite fun. But first one on it is a Life Weaver. So we get a Life Weaver for the first time as well. So we get a Ramatra and a Life Weaver in the same match. Somebody's using all their battle pass. But Mystic Cryogy on that Orisa. Staying very comfortable here. Yeah, you see Mikey just keeping everybody topped up there. And is able to help take out Death's Twin there. If you haven't seen much Life Weaver, it is one of the newest champions. Able to create these little elevators like this. So we will get the Winton coming out from Death's Twin once they arrive on the scene here. At first, I think they need to find something to try to break through this defense, and maybe Winton will be the way to help with that. The ult from Life Weaver. So that little tree there is going to heal everybody around it there, keep everyone up. And having Lucio around. Ooh. The big ult there. Caught two, but he also paid for it with his life. LL78 finally goes down. Thanks to Jarsh. Ooh, and Jarsh ran right into that Orisa ult there. But it does look like Populous is changing the tide, and they will get on the objective and start putting on objective points just before it hit 100. So 94% versus 10% in climbing. They've got a long road ahead of them that they have to defend against now. Here on this second portion of the map. If they stay alive here, as the Winton goes angry and gets big, they will force a third neutral point to contest, but they have to get there first. And that means defending their contested point here. But what a push here from GoogleFiber, as they're going to retake control. And could this be it? At long last, could GoogleFiber get themselves a game, set match? GoogleFiber unwinning no more. They get their first win. As LL78 did so much work on the Reaper there. Getting a big ult here that we were on board for. And GoogleFiber, man, look at them. I believed in you guys. You know, listen, I thought that you guys were too good a team to go and unable to get a single win. You guys get yourselves a win there. That means that Populous, they will drop down to, I believe, 4 and 6 now. But man, what a incredible display here. This is listen, great momentum for GoogleFiber heading into the playoffs next weekend, because they are going to be next week. They are going to be fighting off against Populous there in the playoffs for sure. It is a double eliminator there, so they get to draw the short end of the stick. But hey, they know that at their full strength, they have a chance to take him down here. And I think that is a beautiful lesson to take away from this here. as we go ahead and conclude Overwatch here in Week 8. It is done. It is dusted. On to the playoffs next week, folks. I am JT Displays. I've been with you throughout this entire long season here for the Corporate Esports Cup here in Kansas City. And, of course, one last time, I do want to thank our sponsors. We do have GoogleFiber, who's the title sponsor. They're presenting everything here. It is also thanks to Populous on their homestand. Didn't have the results they wanted this time, but hey, they've had a very exciting season throughout. And of course, we got supporting Kansas City Park University, Forvis, and the Kansas City Esports Coalition. And it's all powered by KC Game On. So until next time, folks, I have been JT Displays. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see y'all next week when the playoffs truly begin. Till then.